Alright guys, we're back with the Joan of Arc campaign and we're ready to do the 5th scenario. This is the Siege of Paris. Remember that most scenarios in these games do have only, these campaigns in these games do only have like 6 scenarios, so this is the penultimate one. So we've been around in a counterclockwise motion, I guess, and we're ready to go back to Paris, where Burgundy is probably going to be a threat here. Remember, Burgundy or the British weren't in the last one, though they were probably occupying the city. So anyway, let's get into this once again on Moderate.
September 3rd, right. France has a king once more. However, as Joan gains influence with the people, jealousy grows within the court. The king's evil advisors now seek to destroy Joan. It's only a matter of time before they succeed in poisoning the king's mind. Joan must hurry to fulfill her mission. Paris, the jewel of France, has been under English tyranny for decades, and French patriots trapped within the city are eager to escape. We are now marching on Paris, hoping that the reinforcements we have been promised will arrive in time.
Alright, very simple. This scenario is kind of complicated actually for being a standard non-base building. Right, so our objectives right now are Joan must survive, refugee villagers in Paris, we need to get at least 6 of them to the end point, and we've got to rendezvous with the king's reinforcements in Paris. So we got to get into Paris. Right, and hints, don't try and defeat every British unit. Yep, there's too many British units. Run away! Yeah, run away. You can guard your siege weapons. Bombard cannons are your best units in this map.
Paris is just ahead. Let us locate the refugees and escort them to the rendezvous point with the king's men.
Right, I don't think it actually, I should be saying, I don't think it's really timed. I'll also get this guy in group 1 as well. Yeah, this guy's I don't know, Lord de Graville or something. He's an arbalest basically. So obviously I'm up to group 3. Wait, all of these guys should be group 3, yeah. Okay. And bombard cannons are probably your most important units. Trebuchets, they're pretty useful as well. So what I want to do is put everyone on no attack stance, pretty much, including Joan of Arc there. So we are pretty much need to go and to take a path through Paris. The unfortunate thing about this is that right, that is everyone, is that you've got to go through some heavily defended places really. So let's take it up to about here on the map. Sometimes you might see people that go through the front, they just follow the road and there is a way up. That's probably not the best way to go. I would suggest going round, and there are a couple castles you can take down, but there's much less forces there. And pretty much both of you are in the Imperial Age, and unfortunately the most annoying unit in this scenario is going to be Elite Longbowmen, which can be a pain in the ass. Alright, so I'm going to stick my guys over here. We're going to bring everyone over here. And yeah, that's it. And I'm going to bring my light cavalry out in front. And I think it's, yeah, you've really got to go for a while before you find the, oh, there we go. Alright, so eventually you'll find a bombard cannon. And obviously you do not want to get hit by the bombard cannon. Now if you attack English, if you attack the English during this first section, they may come out and attack you, and with longbowmen inside their walls, that's not going to be good for you. So I would suggest just keeping these guys here, and crossbowmen pretty close too. Pikemen are relatively useless because you don't fight too many cavalry, but they're basically the only infantry you're getting for now. So the most important unit, as I've said, is the bombard cannons, but they're pretty slow, so just wait for them to come around. We'll use our trebuchets as kind of a scouting thing. There is a castle in here, which I probably want to take down. So our objective is to take down these 4 towers and this castle first. There might be one behind it as well. Might be another tower behind it. So we're gonna go and start attacking this. We're gonna bring our trebuchets back because I imagine I'm gonna get hit. And make sure that you're staying out of range here. Alright, so yeah, it doesn't take long for the bombard cannons to kill anything. But you do have a hero that you do want to keep alive. Jean de Lorraine, I guess. He's got pretty much better stats than a bombard cannon, but you know, he still sticks as an actual bombard cannon. Make sure you're not attacking anything else really, and make sure you're obviously not getting in range. So there is a keep there. We're just going to take out everything that we possibly can. So we're gonna go. I don't know if this is alright. Okay, I can stay out of range there, no problem. Alright, let's bring our guys up front. I think it's when you start to bring down their gates over here. There's a gate basically into the city. That is when they start actually getting pissed at you. So we'll take down this castle as well, just because. And we'll start moving up. This could be a relatively quick scenario if you just kind of rush it. But if you want to do it well, you're going to have to slow down for quite a bit, honestly. So we will bring our trebuchets in to kind of scout out a bit. The fact that they have such a big line of sight is really useful, actually. But we're not going to... Yeah, there isn't our keep. I'll take out that keep with my trebuchets. I'll bring my bombard cannons up to take out the gates, because generally they are a bit better at taking out gates than trebuchets. Don't have to pack them, etc. Is it not in range? Yes, it is in range. I put them in no attack, that's why it's not doing that. That did not hit. What the fuck are you guys doing? Alright, so I want to bring everyone basically up here. Alright. Joan of Arc can stay down here. Joan of Arc is actually quite useful later on for... there's the first gate. Alright. So make sure you especially have archers here. There are going to be some longbowmen and champions, I believe, in there. So yeah. So put the pikemen in front of those guys, probably. Alright, I think we're ready to basically go here. So let's start attacking this gate here. And in come the longbowmen. We're actually going to move back a bit. Fuck. Alright, you definitely don't want your bombard cannons going down, so make sure that that doesn't happen. So yeah, just get your units to go and do some work for you. Let's get back here. Alright. Alright, champions, alright. And unfortunately you are going to lose quite a few paladins, honestly. But there's not too much you could really do about that. I should have put these guys to stand ground instead of that. Which is my bad. Seriously, longbowmen are your biggest threat in this scenario, unfortunately. And that is just a trade cog. Alright, let's see if we can get crossbowmen to kill some of these guys. It looks like we're going to do a decent job here. It's when they get in range, they're not too big of a deal. Alright, so that is them dealt with. I think I didn't lose any bombard cannons. This one's pretty injured though. And we're going to turn these guys back to no attack. Alright, so that could have went better, but I think we done an okay job at it. So, yeah. Alright, so let's move into the city. We're obviously not going to do too much. Kind of just regrouping here to start off. There are going to be some warships that are going to annoy you a lot. Not too much you can do about that. There is a castle over here. I believe there is an arch. There's like a trebuchet in here. But what I'll do is I'll take out this town centre here, and I'll also take out these barracks.
We have rescued the refugees. Now we should head to the bridge at the Seine River for the rendezvous with the king's men.
Alright, so these guys are gonna be pretty weak. You know, these guys are very vulnerable when you first meet them, so make sure that you don't don't just run in there with them and they're kind of going off the path here. Oh my god, that is an onager. Alright, so... Oh dear, that's... Okay, it's not gonna hit. Alright, so that onager should be done. I hope. And let's move. Onagers are really your biggest threat in this entire scenario. We're gonna take out these barracks, just because. Alright. So, our villagers are here. I'm actually not gonna bother with these. Alright, so next we want to move up. Move pretty much everyone over here. Bombard cannons, they're going to be very useful for taking out the ships. Unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with some ships. Right. My villagers are pretty safe back here, honestly. Just keep an eye on them. In fact, I'm going to move them in here now. Kind of in here, right. So once you go up to the water, I think that's when... Also, my objective did change. Right. Still saying reinforcements. So I need to get over here now. Alright, so once that happens, then you can kind of... Alright, okay, get this. Where's Joan? Alright, that was pretty good actually. Didn't take that long to take out those two galleons. I don't know why these guys done that. There is another galleon a bit east. So we're going to try and take that out as well. A good idea that I was trying to do there, but I saw the galleons too early on, was get Joan to sit in front, and she can basically take some hits. There is a cannon galleon you've got to deal with as well, which is more annoying. Our line of sight isn't bad either. Alright, so let's keep going. I think it's... There are a couple keeps here. There's the first one. But there should be another galleon pretty close, honestly. There we go. So we're going to put Joan of Arc in here. No. Bombard cannon, no. Oh, you idiot. Alright. So I lost the bombard cannon because he's a fucking idiot. There we go. Alright. If you lose one, it's not too big a deal, but make sure you're not losing your special unit there, the special bombard. Alright, so after that, taking out these keeps shouldn't be too big of a deal. And you should be able to walk down here without any real fear. There are some other units back here. Just make sure that you follow the streets, and you should be okay. So I'm going to take that out of that other keep now. Alright, we're going to bring Joan down here. And everyone else, pretty much. Look at this villager. He's just so happy as carnage rages on around him. He doesn't even care. He's like, whatever. Happens all the time, man. Alright, so next part. Joan of Arc is going to...
We should wait here. The king's reinforcements will be along any second.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. There should be a cannon galleon here. I am waiting for that cannon galleon.
Where are those blasted reinforcements?
Maybe it appears after this. I don't know.
We are all the king could afford to send. Treachery. The king's wicked advisors want to see Joan defend. Or worse, we're on our own. We must hurry to Compiègne.
Are you kidding me? This is the shit I get? These guys are yeah, you do have heresy as well. And just watch what Joan's HP is at. So my militia died because he got converted, and I do have heresy. But yeah, that's all you get sent. Quite bad, I would say. We're gonna take out this monastery just because. Meanwhile, Joan can heal. Remember, in the original Age of Kings, she couldn't heal. Oh fuck! Come on, die. You asshole. Alright, I'm doing this wrong, actually. I gotta wait for him to fire. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. So once you get that down, you're actually not going to face any more ships, which is good. But yeah, I've managed to keep most of my forces alive. I'm going to take out this monastery because I don't know if they actually do make monks from here. They won't use most of their buildings, but maybe if you kill enough of them, they will. I'm basically taking the most efficient path so I can avoid as many as I can. After this, we're pretty much almost through Paris. You won't believe. If you were taking the route up the road, you would have to go through this entire stretch of land, and you would probably be more battered by the time you got here. So after you've done that, and yes, this map is quite hard, especially if you're doing it for the first time. You don't really know what's coming, so yeah, it can be pretty difficult in that sense. Right, so I'm thinking, no, I don't want you doing that. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick all my guys here, and once again, we're actually gonna take a scout cavalry for, I may as well use him, right? I mean, he's not getting any other use, so yeah. We're gonna bring these villagers down here, and we're gonna set this, I believe there's a monk. Can I not see? Man, scout cavalry's line of sight. I thought it was better than that. Jesus. Alright, Joan can go over there. I believe you fight some more monks. Hey, a villager. I wouldn't bother killing the villagers, honestly. I believe there's a monk. Oh, there's an onager. There is an onager. And a... and a tower at the same time. Alright, so we're going to bring our guys forward. It's going to be pretty bad if you don't take out that onager, so just do it. So I'm just going to try and hit him. I wonder if I can attack ground right there. Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus. I probably could have done that better. Right, okay. Well, this guy took a bunch of hits. You're not going to be able to, like, repair or anything. Right, these guys are going in here. My hero there will heal, though. It'll be fine. And these guys can get up here. Right, just keep making sure that you bring your villagers up at the same time. I'm going to leave my trebs at the back. Yeah, I kept this keep over here. We're just going to keep the scout cavalry just chilling here, because he's not that useful. But yeah, now it's pretty much to get out of Paris, and we want to go all the way over here and get into here. There is a long way to take this, but we're going to try and take the shortest route if we can. Alright, so our guys are going to have to come back for some more, because there is a keep there that I want to take out. You do get some more reinforcements, but it's nothing really that special, so don't expect much. Also, there's a bunch of mills here for like no reason. Alright. Now I think everyone here should go to the next part, and I've got to bring my guys out again. And Joan. I think these guys should make their way up. I don't think there is any more keeps. We'll see though. Okay. Since Joan cannot be converted, this monk is just going to sit here. There might be an armed monk actually. No, don't want you attacking that. Alright, you're gonna leave these guys here, and I'll bring everyone else up as well. These guys probably will get some more use. So these guys are gonna come up here. I think there is an armed monk. Yes. Alright, I think we're pretty close to the end now actually. That is some longbowmen. Alright, we're going to bring these guys in, and Joan of Arc. So, this is the part where you can actually try and take out some of these longbowmen that are going to be a pain in your ass. There is a lot of them though, unfortunately. and they are all targeting Joan. But yeah, just bring your units down and chase after these guys. You're gonna lose quite a lot of paladins and stuff like that, but it's not gonna be too big a deal. Alright, so you get a bunch of stuff here. Unfortunately, there is an onager here as well, I forgot about, apparently. So that is going to be a pain in the ass. We're going to try and take that out with Joan of Arc here. I don't think it's going to be too big a deal, honestly, either way. Well, I got taken out anyway, but unfortunately so did some of those guys. Alright, so your guys will all be attacking at this point, so make sure you bring them off. Alright, yeah, there's actually not that much left to do, and man, my pikemen all got obliterated there. And get trebs, and yeah. So, bring everyone over here. Basically what the map expects you to do is go up here and get out Paris using a gate, but there's a bunch of units there, like halberdiers and stuff. So I am not going to go through that. I'm going to bust through these gates here, or wall, actually, and take the much shorter and more efficient route. Man, I hated this scenario when I was younger because I didn't know what to do. And yes, all you get here is really militia, and unfortunately I lost some of those. Just make sure I don't fuck up there. Oh no, a lumberjack. And the scout cavalry can just sit here, I guess. He might be useful actually, because he's relatively fast. Alright. So how many villagers do you have? You have 9. Right, so you got to get at least 6 of those to the end. And they are blocking my way. Oh no, you have 10, alright. Alright, that's not bad. Unfortunately they are injured, but and you never get a monk. We did get a couple knights as well. So let's put them up in group 3, and group 2 can take all these guys as well. Gonna put them together. All right, let's bust through these gates. They are fortified walls, but they won't take long to go down. So yeah, those champions you saw and stuff, they won't actually really attack. I like how he faces this way, yet fires like that. Alright, yeah. So the British aren't really going to be too much of a threat once you do get going. But yeah, I was suggesting busting through these walls beside this gold here. And yeah, I have quite a lot of units still alive, honestly. This is probably more than you need. But yeah. The last bit is going to be a bit of a... I don't know, it's going to be pretty tricky though. Regardless of how many units you have. I think you need to go up and round here if you bust out here though. It's not too big a deal. And I'll get scout cavalry out here too. So I don't believe there's really anything else. Make sure that you don't go into that other section and fight a bunch of guys you don't need to. Your bombard cannons are actually useless now. You don't need to do any more destroying with them, but keep them around. They might prove useful in a certain section coming up. Well, it's not going to be that useful, but you know, it'll help. Because basically all your guys are expendable except Joan of Arc and the villagers at this point. So get all your villagers and Joan of Arc up here at the same time. And I'll bring all these guys up too. And yeah. Oh, this villager wasn't part of the group apparently. Alright, now he can be. This heavy scorpion, I don't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, I don't really have anything over there. Alright. Now the problem is Burgundy have a really, really big strike force. And they're pretty much... You'll notice Burgundy, we haven't fought them the entire time. But yeah, Burgundy are actually going to be right at the end here. And they're going to be very annoying. So I don't really know how to do this last section well, but basically you need to get everyone into the city. Now I believe if you keep Joan of Arc back, you can actually run these villagers in without it being considered. Alright, I'm just gonna save the game here. Paris Siege, whatever. Yeah, so I am gonna save because I don't actually know. I haven't actually tried this. But basically, if you keep Joan of Arc back and just run these villagers in, we'll see what happens. Maybe they will die. But I think Burgundy won't actually attack until you bring Joan of Arc into their range. Maybe I'm gonna be mistaken on this case. It would make it a lot easier.
This time she won't escape.
Huh. Okay, it looks like they're not actually going to attack you, but or are they? Okay. So yeah, it looks like they actually attack the city as you're doing this. And yeah, you bring the villagers in first, they'll actually start attacking the city. And they'll be distracted so much by the city, and they will take out the city if you do try. But you can actually get Joan of Arc into the place.
You are victorious, and our peasants are saved. I just hope Joan can make it to the castle.
And yeah, I brought them all there. So yeah, that's actually a decent way of doing it.
Tragedy. As the refugees fled into the chateau of Compiègne, Joan was trapped outside. Burgundian soldiers knocked her from her horse and paraded around with their prisoner. None of us can sleep, knowing our precious Joan of Arc languishes in a Burgundian prison. The soldiers stare at the uncaring sky, condemning themselves for being unable to save her, for being unable to save France. Paris was the first major defeat ever dealt to our army. Had the king sent the promised reinforcements, we would have captured the city. Now, it is France's darkest hour.
Well, there we go. Yeah, so even though we got into the city, apparently it didn't count for anything. That was quite interesting at the end there. I didn't actually know that would happen. But yeah, this is quite a short scenario. It's 36 minutes in game time. You probably could have done it a bit faster as well. But I just wanted to make sure that I was pretty cautious until the end then. So yeah, the stats don't really matter on these scenarios, but I'll show you the timeline anyway. I didn't have any villagers, so I don't know what it's talking about. But, well, oh yeah, I got those villagers. I guess that counts. Alright, fine then. And yeah. What was the yellow player anyway? I don't even remember. Whatever. Oh yeah, Kingsmen. They did nothing for us because Scout and Cavalry. Yeah, thanks. Well, Scout and Militia. Thanks for that. Alright, so that was the 5th Joan of Arc scenario. The last one we have is probably considered one of the harder ones in this as well. Like I said before, I don't think this is a very hard campaign, but the last two are a little bit tricky, so that one was okay for us. The next one is going to be a perfect martyr, and this is going to be a bit more base building, so I'll see